And I mean, he went there thinking, well, I'm going to take the gospel to these people. But these people, I mean, they put deception above everything else. He tried preaching to them, and the only time that as he was preaching the gospel story that they really got interested was when he talked about that time Judas betraying Jesus. They thought Judas was a hero. They thought here was a guy who snuck in, got into the inner group, and betrayed his master. And so that's how twisted their thinking was, because they put deception above everything else. After 14 bloody battles in front of his house with a major tribe that they were enemies with, he decided, I can't reach these people. I'm going home. It's no use me being here. They didn't want him to leave. The other tribe didn't really want him to leave. They begged him to stay, and he said, "There's no use. You don't get what I'm saying." And so to stop him, they had an elaborate meeting in front of his house. Both tribes met. Everything was quiet. He walked out on the porch, and the lady was there explaining it to him. The chief of the Sawees went over to his wife. She was crying and screaming, took their son, their baby son, and gave it to the enemy chief. And the woman was explaining to him that by doing that, that enemy chief was going to then take their son, raise him as his own, give him a new name, and that he would be his son. He said, well, there must be some deception here, because the Saweetie people put deception above everything else. She said, no, he's a peace child. She said, in this culture, when that's done, as long as that child is alive, neither tribe can commit an act of war against the other. He's the peace child. All of a sudden, Dr. Richardson realized, I've got an analogy. And he called both tribes together, and he told them about God's peace child, how that God sent his son, Jesus Christ, into the world to die for our sins, so that through him we can be saved. So let me ask you, have you experienced peace? Have you experienced the peace of Christ in your life? This is Richard Williams saying, God bless you, and may you have a blessed week.